Good morning, namaste. Namaste. Yeah, that's it. Well, that was a little introduction, rather a little long. Let's see how we match the time. Well, friends, I'm reminded of the famous quote of Mahatma Gandhi, who said, "Sanitation is more important than independence." These were the words of Bapu, sometimes in early 20th century. And finally, the nation has woken up from the slumber almost after about 100 years. Like the legendary Kumbhakarna of the Ramayana, and decided to clean India after Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, gave his clarion call from the ramparts of the Red Fort on the 15th August, our Independence Day last year. Imagine 40% of Indian population has no access to clean toilets. Following this, conscientious Rotary leaders of India followed it with Chennai Declaration, in the presence of Shri Venkaiah Naidu, Honorable Minister for Urban Development, and decided to participate in Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. In addition to building toilets by various Rotary districts and clubs, on which past President Raja is going to speak on, Rotary also undertook to take up building toilets in 10,000 schools every year for a period of 2 years, total 20,000. As it is said that coming events cast their shadows before, sometimes in June last year, Foundation Chair John Kenny told me that he is going to give me some additional responsibility. And he also said that knowing your interest, Sushil, in water, well, this has something to do with the water. And then subsequently, I received a letter from him asking me to chair a subcommittee on wash-in schools. Well, friends, genesis of wash-in schools, it relates to Future Vision Committee. A few years back, Future Vision Committee requested General Secretary to identify the target in an area of focus that would challenge clubs and districts and test their ability to have a measurable effect. It was also suggested that accomplishing such a target would result in significant public relations value for Rotary. And after a comprehensive staff review and an analysis of the area of the focus and the associated goals and measures, water, sanitation, and hygiene, known as WASH, was identified as the best suited challenge area based on 6 findings. And those 6 findings are: there is a significant, there is a significant matching and global grant activity in this area. In 6 areas of focus, almost 29% of the global matching grants by money terms are spent on water and sanitation only. And after disease prevention, the third one is basic literacy and education, which are about 16%. So you see 46% of the entire global matching grants we can access by going to this area. Then Rotarians have strong competence implementing these type of activities. As a matter of fact, I'm sure you will remember, the first very community Rotary project, which was done as a community service, was for wayside conveniences in Chicago. And a whole lot of Rotary clubs and districts are involved in the water and sanitation. WASRAG, the action group, our largest action group, it could help us in achieving this target and scale up these activities through the public enterprises partnerships like Coke, Pepsi, WaterAid. There are so many organizations, those who want to join hands with Rotary on the water-related issues. Fourthly, water and sanitation measures and sustainability are more tangible compared to the areas of focus. And fifth, the water and sanitation are high-profile global issues having public relations value, particularly as climate change impacts water resources. And lastly, that Rotary has already strong partnerships with USAID and UNESCO IHE in supporting the scholars for the water and sanitation at the University in Holland. Friends, that subcommittee has met few times, and as a matter of fact, next week, committee is going to deliberate further and finalize the recommendations to the April trustee meeting. Hopefully, in due course, Foundation will be rolling out this program at global level. Now, let me tell you that what happened in the meanwhile in India after the Chennai Declaration. The senior leadership of Rotary has already kicked off this program in India, looking at the needs and the call by our President, our Prime Minister. And I must compliment our incoming Director Manoj as well as Director Prabhakar, who are taking very keen interest, and also Past President Raja and Past President Kalyan, both are committed to this. Now let's see, and in the meantime we had few meetings with the ministry, and let's see that what we want to achieve through this program. The 4 key benefits of WINS . The Vashan School provides a healthy and protective school environment, minimizing risk of diseases, abuse, and exclusions. Vashan School encourages pride and commitment to school by the children and their communities. It enables every child to become an agent of change. This is important, an agent of change for improving water, sanitation, and hygiene practices in their families and within their own communities. It's also an investment in the health and well-being of future generations, valuable commodities for the country's development and growth. It also promotes equity with the provision of separate toilets for boys and girls, ensuring privacy and dignity and contributing to girls' school attendance and retention. Vashan School discourages the habit of defecation in open and encourages children to insist their family members for a toilet in their homes. This is a graph. You can see the kind of reduction in the morbidity with the clean water. You can see also with the hand washing is a very important component of this program. Habit of hand washing in school. You can see these days a lot of jingles in TV coming, hum dhoenge haath, hum haath dhoenge and all that. But you just see hand washing, how much difference it makes. Hygiene, water quality, sanitation. Just to give you some statistics. Well, statistics, you know how they are made and how true they are. But the government claims that the drinking water, almost 94% schools have the drinking water in India. Just look at the numbers. It's over 1 million schools. Status of girls' toilet, they claim to have 90%. Again, some 976,000 schools have it. Status of boy toilets, 85%. Status of hygiene in schools, only 51% of the schools have a designated hand washing space. Only 12% of the schools had soap, detergent available at the hand washing space. Just 12%. 49% of the students wash their hands using only water, no soap. 32% of the children wash hands with soap before eating. This number, we need to bring it to 100%. These are few essential elements of WINS. Just see. I'll just run them quickly. Sanitation, separate toilets for boys and girls, with one unit generally having one toilet plus 3 urinals, maintaining a ratio. Then, this is very important, menstrual hygiene management facilities, including soap, adequate and private space for changing and disposal facilities for menstrual waste, including an incinerator and dustbins. Imagine 30 to 40% of the girl students leave the schools during when they attain puberty, and from middle class onwards, 30-40% drop rate is there. If you have these facilities, imagine all girls, they will not miss these schools and they'll complete their education. Daily hand washing with soap before midday meal. Well, sufficient have group hand washing facilities allowing group of 10 to 12 students to wash hands at the same time. It doesn't require much money. Idea is to have that facility, is not there today. Drinking water, daily provision of child-friendly and sustainable, safe drinking water, adequate water for hand washing, school cleaning and preparation and cooking, operation and maintenance. This is the most important thing. I'll explain to you further. And lastly, behavioral change activities. The training of the hygiene and all that, which will change the behavior. That's the most important. Enhance capacities. And one very important factor is this is all being done in partnership with UNICEF. And that's why our friend Mamita Bora is present here. Give her a big hand. So UNICEF is also, even at our international committee, UNICEF is part of that committee. Just to tell you, friend, there are total 1.4 million schools in India, right from primary, middle to secondary. And schools without toilet facilities are 225,000. But the good news is they all have been adopted by public sector units. And they're all also some corporates also, but a major chunk has gone to public sector units. And as a matter of fact, they've already deposited 1,000 crores in Swachh Bharat Kosh. All schools are managed by school management committees consisting of parents, teachers, and many PSUs are just building assets. And they made our job simpler. They will make the asset and move away. And we'll take over to maintain those. Why this gap is for maintenance? Funding. You will be shocked to hear that what kind of funding is provided to these schools. These schools, in some states, they get 300 rupees per month. 300 rupees per month for maintenance. Highest is in Gujarat, I think it's 500 rupees or 800 rupees, I'm not sure. So there is a funding gap, I think, which Rotary can easily meet. We already signed a MOU with the Minister of HRD to construct 489 toilets in schools, and most of them are in Andhra, almost 400 schools. And also to undertake the maintenance and behavioral change on hygiene habits of 10,000 schools across India. And this will be total 20,000 over a period of 2 years. This is just a detail. And what do we achieve? A clean and healthy school, a cycle of opportunities. Well, friends, this program will not only meet objectives of TEACH, but will also be instrumental in bringing the behavioral change of the society by not to defecate in open and used toilets. Schools practicing wins are the real happy schools. Friends, I know what is important, also note a little bit about finance, I'll just touch it. The 489 schools are going to roughly cost us about 18 crores of rupees. It's a gigantic cost. And maintenance of 10,000 schools every year, I think Rotary has taken a big step, huge step. But good news is also that three things are important. One is, it's already a structural program of the Government of India, Swachh Bharat, Swachh Vidyalaya. Secondly, it's also going to be a structural program of the Rotary Foundation. So there will be opportunity for global grants and all that. And thirdly, there is CSR available. We had few discussions in the last few weeks, and there are many people, those who wish to support our effort in making Swachh Bharat, Swachh Vidyalaya. Friends, as it is said, that you educate a girl child, you educate the entire family. Same way, you instill the habit of using toilets in the schools, and it has been established that these very children demand for toilets in their homes, and in the process, entire community will start using toilets, and we will achieve our objective of Swachh Bharat. Merely giving money for building toilets is not the guarantee for Swachh Bharat. The real key is behavioral change, and in achieving the behavioral change, these very kids will be our instruments for the change. I'd like to leave you with a quote of George Bernard Shaw: "Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything." Thank you very much. Namaste.